Whenever I remember some of the risky things I've done in this life, I wonder how and why I'm still alive. Because how do you go from getting adopted by a strange Polish couple, then a few hours later you are planning your wedding with this strange man you've never ever met or heard of before? You guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Vivi. If you're just stumbling on my content for the very first time, welcome to my really little corner here on YouTube. You guys, today's video is going to be like a story time, so I indulge you all to grab your favorite snack and a drink because we're about to head on this really lengthy memory lane that you're going to really enjoy. Sit tight. So guys, this story I'm about to tell you guys happened in July of 2017. I had just graduated from the university and I was feeling all adventurous because I was like, oh, for the past several years that I've been in the country, I haven't visited so many places. Now I have just a few weeks left. I'll soon be leaving, so I should touch down some of these historical sites before I eventually get to leave the country. So I had planned my itinerary for my mini tour, kind of. I was going to begin from the city of Lviv, and then from Lviv I'll head to Uzhgorod. From Uzhgorod I'll go to Khmelnytskyi. From Khmelnytskyi I'll head over to Kiev, and then from Kiev I'll come back to my city, Ivano-Frankivsk. So the first place I went to was Lviv. I think I made a video where I went to see the dolphin show. I would link it somewhere up somewhere. Then from Lviv I headed over to Uzhgorod, where I met like the nastiest woman I've ever encountered, or rather I ever encountered throughout my stay in that country. I'll link the video up somewhere as well. So from Uzhgorod I headed to Khmelnytskyi. My plan was to visit the cave monastery in Bakota, which is in Khmelnytskyi Oblast. I did not know that I was supposed to not go to the capital of Khmelnytskyi city or Khmelnytskyi state. I was supposed to go to Kamianets-Podilsky, which is like the settlement where that is closest to this cave monastery. Auntie carry herself, enter train. I got to Khmelnytskyi in the morning around 7 a.m. And when I got there, I headed straight to the bus station. Then I'm asking questions. Oh, how do I get to Bakota? Because that's like that's what the place is called. And they are like, oh no, I will need to take a bus from here to Nova Ushetia. Some people are saying Stare Ushetia. Eventually I was able to like, okay, sure, I'm heading to an Ushetia somewhere, yeah? How do I get there? How many hours is it from here? And then the bus driver goes, it's about 5 hours away, and then the bus is going to leave in the next 2 hours. This was already like 10 a.m. I'm like, okay, if I get there by 10 a.m., how many minutes do I have to spend there? And then I'll have to spend another 5 hours coming back to Khmelnytskyi city to catch my next train, which was by 8 p.m. to Kiev. So I was like, okay, it seems like that's not going to be feasible, so let me just do some sightseeing within Khmelnytskyi city and then head on to Kiev, or reschedule my tickets, find a way of getting to where I wanted to go to initially before I go back to Kiev. Because during the summer period, getting a train ticket is like, it's a struggle because people travel a lot during that period, so tickets are usually overpriced and they are difficult to come by. So I eventually decided, okay, I'll just see the city, go to Kiev. Then from Kiev, because I hadn't booked my return ticket from Kiev to back to my city yet, so from Kiev I'll come back, visit where I wanted to visit before heading back home. In the middle of all this, while I was doing my waka around, I think with how long this video is going to be, I'm going to just be posting, I'm going to be showing videos, or rather pictures, alongside as I am telling you guys the story. So as I was doing my waka about in the town during the day, this was like maybe around 12 or 1 thereabout, I got a call from my group, we used to call it Starosta, for my group leader, that, oh, I have to come back to and submit I think my passport or something, but I had to come back and submit something that only I had access to. I think either my passport or my resident permit, one of them, because they needed it to like finalize my documents, my certificates and all that. So I'm like, oh, oops, another reason to cancel whatever plans I had. So I canceled my ticket, started looking for how to get back to my city. It was a tug of war, but that's a story for another day. That's not what we're talking about today. Eventually got a ticket from Khmelnytskyi, which was to my city, which was leaving by 12 a.m. I waited till that time, got on the train, got back home, finalized everything I needed to do with the school. And then this time around, my friend Diana and I, we had already planned to travel together, but then she left me in Lviv and had to go back to our city. So my friend Diana and I had planned this time around that, oh, we'll be going together. I told her what the plan was, what the itinerary was, and all that. So she was like, okay, we'll go together. The day that we scheduled to leave, mind you, this time around I already had an idea, or rather I had like made better research on where I'm supposed to go to, yeah, or I thought I did. So I was able to get a bus that was leaving directly from Ivano-Frankivsk to Kamenets-Podilsky. So this time around I wouldn't have to go to another city to go and get a train or a bus that was heading there. The bus was leaving by 5:36 in the morning. I can't recall the time exactly. So I got up that morning with my, adventure slash tourist starter pack. I called my friend and I'm like, hey girl, what's up? Meet me up at the train. Let's meet at at the bus station. She was like, oh, something came up and she won't be able to make it. My usual fashion, anytime I had plans to travel with a friend and they bailed out on me like that, I would also be like, how is it going to be now, traveling alone, and it's a place I've never been to, I'm a girl, security and all that. Nah, all that thing, I threw it out of the window. I was like, this is my last opportunity to do this, because all my years in this country I've allowed this same reason to hinder me from doing things. Take for example, we're supposed to go skydiving with some of my friends. On the day we're supposed to leave, they bailed out and I was like, how will I go there alone now? I've never been there. And make matters worse, they were even the ones that made plans for it. So like, this time around I was like, nothing is going to rain on my parade this time around. So I continued on, went to the bus station, got on my bus, got my comfortable seats, I had my power bank, I had my iPad, I had my phone fully charged, so like I was ready to take on this trip. 6 hours into the journey, and mind you guys, oh my god, I saw some beautiful scenarios, like road trips. After food, between food and road trip, I don't know which one is best, but they're all like up there. So like some beautiful sceneries on the way to this place. Eventually got there. Oopsies, you guys, Nepal has done what they know how to do best, but they are not going to rain on this video's parade. We're going to continue the story and finish it. Okay, so like I was saying, on my way to Kamenets-Podilsky, like I saw so many beautiful sceneries. Oh my god, that was when I truly realized that I love road trips. Oh my god, it was so beautiful. So eventually got there in the afternoon, like around 12ish, and then when I got there, so I just went in front to where the buses that were traveling within the states were. I asked, oh, how do I get to Nova Ushetia? And the driver, they pointed me to the cars that were heading there. I got on one, paid my tickets, found me a really nice, cute scene. Oh my god, I'm feeling myself. Tourist extraordinaire. I'm living the life. Oh my god. So it's like 10 minutes, 5 minutes into the journey, because the bus didn't take long before it left. 5-10 minutes into the journey, this old lady beside me, really nice woman, started talking to me, and then we were talking. She's like, oh, they've never had this, she has never seen a black person in this area before. Where am I coming from? I told her where I was coming from. Oh, what do I do there? Am I married? Am I a student? What exactly do I do? So like we're just having this random get to know you kind of conversation. And then she's like, but what am I doing here? Where am I heading to? I told her I want to go to Bakota. I want to see the cave monastery because I've read so many things, I've heard so many things, so I would like to see it by myself. And then like that's how random smoothly the conversation was going. And then one of the guys inside the bus was like, but if you are heading to Bakota, you are not supposed to be heading this direction. You're supposed to be going to Stare Ushetia. Pardon? Are you trying to tell me I've lost my way again for the second time? Hey. it's looking like I'm not supposed to go to this place. So, but I was like, nothing gonna rain on my shine. This store must happen. This place, I must see it. So the old lady now told the driver to stop and drop me off, and then get me on another bus or another car that was heading back to town, so that I'll be able to get on another bus that was heading to Stare Ushetia, which was the correct place that I was supposed to be going to. They stopped by a police checkpoint. They told the policemen that, oh, I was heading the wrong direction, so they should get me on another car that was heading back to town, so that I'll be able to get the right bus. The policeman stopped one guy, really nice young man, that was heading into town he was coming back from the farm. I was heading back into town. The guy took me, dropped me off by the bus station. I thanked him, didn't ask for any money, anything. I was like, you all are so nice in the city. Little did I know. I got in the right bus this time around and was headed where I was supposed to be going to. Of course, like, babushkas, that's like grandmothers, like, just have an attraction to me. Like, I met another nice old lady on the bus. She was, oh my gosh, she's the people I met on that very trip, like, they were so nice. So this lady was talking to me again, of course, as usual, they get to know you kind of conversation. We're talking, and then she's like, where am I headed to? I told her, and then she's like, do I have friends waiting for me when I drop? Because I understand that I'm supposed to drop somewhere and walk, yeah? I didn't know that though, but I had told the driver where I was going to, so I expected that he was going to drop me where I needed to drop, that kind of thing. So I'm like, oh my god, the light is back. So as we were talking, she's like, or do I have a car waiting for me when I drop there? Was I supposed to have a car? Just a minute, guys, let me close the windows. So where did I stop? Okay, so she's like, do I have a car waiting for me when I drop, or are there like some friends waiting for me to pick me up by the roadside to go to that place? I'm like, am I supposed to have a car? Why am I supposed to have a car? Why do you ask? So she goes, because the place is about 2 kilometers, I mean, was it 3 kilometers from where I'm going to stop. Pads. Say what now? Like, the place is a little far from the road. I'd already made up my mind that anything that wants to happen on this trip, I must get to that place. So I was like, okay, 3 kilometers. So give or take, 2 to 3 kilometers, give or take, it should take me about 30 minutes to 1 hour to walk from the road to that place. And mind you all, like, these short legs, they know how to walk real fast. So when I got to where I was supposed to come down now, I came down, we said our goodbyes, and then I got on the road. When I came down from the bus, this beautiful scenery was what greeted me. For a moment, I forgot I was supposed to walk for about 30 minutes to 1 hour. When I dropped from the road, I was like, oh, you beautiful, gorgeous, nice. Nature is beautiful. Oh my God. Hey, Lord. Like, I felt like, can I just come and pitch a tent somewhere here, wake up in the morning and just be greeted by this beautiful, like, this beauty, this. But then the reset kicking. So I'm now like, wait, my train from this place to Kiev is supposed to leave by 9 p.m. I was like, okay. So mind you, this time around it's like 2 p.m.-ish, 2 to 3 p.m.-ish. So I was like, okay, I still have a little time. I'll be able to make it if I walk really fast, And when I get there, I just, quickly look around, just take some pictures, click, 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 and then I get the hell out of there, because I would have to walk another 1 hour back to the road. And God only knows how long I would wait for a bus when I get to the road. So I came down. So at this point now, I'm like, God, do this one for your daughter. Make this miracle happen. Don't make me walk for 1 hour. God, don't make me walk for 1 hour. I kid you not. When they say miracles do happen, after I finished saying this prayer, maybe like 5 minutes afterwards, a car drove behind me and stopped beside me. Drove from behind me and stopped beside me, and then they were like, there was this couple in the car. They were like, oh, where is the cave monastery? They're heading that direction. They're not quite sure which direction they are supposed to head. I'm like, I've actually never been there before, but I've been told that it's straight down the road. You just follow the road straight, and it will take you straight to the place. And there are directions on the road. They were like, okay, cool, thank you so much. But then they're like, oh, am I heading the same direction? If I'm heading the same direction, I should jump in the car with them. You don't ask me twice. The Lord has answered my prayer. You don't need to say it twice. I was like, hell yeah, I'm heading the same direction. Jumped into the car. Now thinking about it, I'm like, what if they were kidnappers? In that moment, I didn't think about it, because I just prayed to my, to my Jesus. And I think he just answered my prayer. So I don't think he would be sending a kidnapper my way. You know, that kind of thing. Hopped into the car. The lady moved to the back, because it was like this two-door kind of car. She moved to the back, and then I sat in front. So both of them, they are now like engaging me in conversation. Oh, what's my name? Where am I heading? Where am I from? Why am I heading there? So we're just having this conversation back and forth, back and forth. But then something was off about this conversation. I was like, okay, I get, sometimes I had to like ask them to repeat themselves so that I'll be able to like understand. And I realized that I was struggling to like complete the sentences, to translate the sentences completely, because at this point I had been in the country for a moment, so like most of the words came to me naturally. I didn't have to like translate them in my head before like responding when I was having a conversation with somebody. But this time around, I found myself like translating most of the words in my head before I could piece the sentences together and then give a reply. I was like, this must be some really weird Ukrainian language, or is it like the native Ukrainian, because it's not the normal one I've been hearing, or is this like another version of Russian, or maybe is this even Belarusian that they are speaking? Why am I finding this so hard to understand? But well, we are both understanding each other. That's the most important thing. So we kept talking, and then I'm like, we got to where we're going to in like 15 minutes or 10 minutes thereabout. We got there, and then they were like, oh, they wanted to start their sightseeing from the top. I was like, thank you so much, you're far too kind. I want to start from down below and come all the way up. So thank you guys so much. See you some other time. I bid them goodbye. I went on my way. Oh my God, I've never seen anything quite beautiful like that. Just have a look at that. Just take a look. Never seen anything quite beautiful like this. As I stood there in front of the river, I was blown away by the beautiful scene. Like, it was so gorgeous. I've never seen anything like that. There was like this amazing gorge, or kind of like canyon kind of situation going on there. There were like beautiful trees. The breeze was out of this world. Like, I was, oh my God. Thinking about it now, I wish I could go back there. So I headed down, went down to the base of the mountain, to like the river, and oh my God. That was my first time I've ever seen a river that's like aggressive and like with so many rapids and stuff like that. I was like, can a river be like this, or is it like a portion of the ocean that is, the sea that has extended to the sidewalls? I don't think this is supposed to be part of the sea. took some videos, some pictures. I got to where the actual cave monastery was. Oh my god, this place was just something else. So this particular place is where like they have like some kind of like an altar there. People write their prayer intentions and drop there. So of course I got there, took out my pen and paper, scribbled in some things, some people that I needed to pray for, some friends, some family, and shit like that, dropped it, came down, walked all the way down. Oh god, the place was just beautiful. Right now I'm not going to climb up there anymore. I'm done. Still have a long way to climb up. See? Like all this. So human beings actually live here. Perhaps this is where they used to eat. So if it is this chilly and windy during the summer, and this is July, how is this place during the winter? Especially December to March. I don't want to know. I finished my sightseeing. Now it was time to head back up. This is where the real deal began. I was able to like get to the top of the mountain. When I got to the top of the mountain, that's when it hits me. I was like, am I going to walk another 1 hour back to the road? Because all this while, like, I was carried away with how beautiful the place was, how like breathtaking, like I was really carried away. Just as I got up and I'm contemplating how I walk back to the road, this amazing couple again, they're like, are you done? Are you ready to go back to the road? I was like, hell yes! Oh my Jesus! I know that I'm not your stepdaughter. Of course, I jumped into the car without any hesitation. So now this time around, like, I was determined to like get to the root of these people's language. Like, why is it that I'm not understanding you all? So we're talking. So this couple, the man must have been in his like early 60s, and then the wife would be late 50s, thereabout. But all these people that have like good genes, literally and figuratively, good genes, and like they look younger than their age. So they actually like did look younger than their age. So they were like, oh, they are just their youngest child was in Switzerland, the other one was in Germany, and the youngest one they left in Poland. They are both Polish. Their children are now older now, so they feel like it's time for them to like really explore and enjoy themselves as a couple. Oh my god, can you all come and adopt me already? They were like, oh, and I seem like a really nice, oh, you're a doctor now. Oh, one of our child, the one in Switzerland, is also a doctor. Oh, it would be really nice for you guys to like meet each other. I was like, I don't mind being the fourth child. You guys can co-parent with my parents, I'll be traveling with you guys like this. But anyways, we got to the road, and of course they dropped me by one store where I would be able, by the bus stop where I'll be able to get a bus. And now the time was like 5 p.m. or thereabouts. Now I'm standing by the road, I'm thinking, I had to like go into the shop behind me to find out like when does the last bus pass going back to town. They are like, the last bus should be passing any minute. I was like, any moment from now. I was like, so this time if I wasted any small time inside that place now, I'll come out here now, I'll have to walk back to town. God forbid. So I'm standing there waiting for the next bus that I don't know when it's going to come, and which is the last one, because if I miss it or if it's full, I'm done for. So I'm standing there waiting, and then this couple, a different couple this time around, a Ukrainian couple, they were both returning from the farm heading into the town, and they stopped by and were like, where am I headed to? Because at this point I was the only one standing at the bus stop. The other guy that was standing at the bus stop had gone into the shop to pick up to get, I think, coffee or something. I can't remember exactly. Then I'm like, I'm heading back to town. I came to see the cave monastery, and they were like, I should jump in with them now. Let them drop in. That's the direction they are heading. I'm like, this trip, nobody, they asked me 2 times. I they enter motor with them. I entered the car. And then, of course, the whole conversation, where are you from, all those things started again. And then the guy, the wife was like, oh, they have a son who lives in, was it Kiev? Or, but didn't, he lived in a different city. And then they were like, the guy is really single and it will be like, if I don't mind, they can hook the both of us up and then we can like hit things off from there. I was like, that PR looks real good, but I got one small boyfriend for house. So I don't know if you just go tell her now, say I can't find man one never even meet before. Say you know this kind of timber. Man go tell my boyfriend for house first. So they were like, so when am I leaving the city? I'm like, I'm leaving by 8:30, 9ish, thereabout. They're like, oh, this is just like 5 p.m. The day is still early. I can visit there was like some historical castle within the city. They were like, I can visit the place if I have still, since I still have some time. I'll just sightsee before I go to the train station. I was like, ah, in-law, in-law extraordinaire. Oh yes, I want to visit the place. Drop me there. I headed straight there, and oh my god, when I tell you guys that this city or like this place, this town is like beautiful, I am kidding you not. You know, these places that it felt like the place was literally like lifted out of a storybook or out of like a movie, because the place was really beautiful, really gorgeous, breathtaking. Like, what have you is the adjective that you want to use to qualify it. So I got there, got me this really cute pastry. I think I'll find the photo and attach it somewhere. Got this really cute pastry. Got to the castle. What's the name of the castle? It's okay, I think Kamenets Podilsky Castle is the name of the place. I got there, of course. I took me some pictures, some clicks. On my way back from this castle, I was passing by, like, there's like a river with like a canyon. I think it's called Dniester Canyon. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, the name of the river that was taking my breath away is the Dniester River. So this place now is called like the Dniester Canyon. There was this zip line thing across this canyon. I was standing on the bridge and I saw it. I was like, I still have some change in my pocket too. Should I try this? I've been wanting to try it before, but what if I fall inside that thing? Or what if I hook on that zip line? My mama, papa no know say I dey take risk with my life like this before. They are expected to see a doctor at home in the next couple of weeks, like about 2 weeks or so. Make it no be dead body they will carry go give them. Make I give myself brain. This is besides the fact that I was even planning to go to the Chernobyl nuclear plant before. You guys, I'm just grateful I'm still alive. Anyways, so I got there. I was standing at the payment point, cash point, where I would do the zip line. That all these thoughts were going in my head, and I was like, it's not worth it. Let me just go. So I took myself to the train station and found myself in Kiev. And my trip in Kiev was another entire experience altogether. It can't be covered in this video because this one is already too long. So if you guys enjoyed watching this video, make sure you do give it a thumbs up, and please do not forget to share with others who you think would enjoy this content. And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so that you keep getting more stories like this from me. So thank you all for watching. See you guys. Bye.